And now, Gangbusters! Gangbusters, presented in cooperation with police and federal law enforcement departments throughout the United States. The only national program that brings you authentic police case histories.
Gunman, who didn't believe in honor among thieves until he nearly lost his life, or in love and law until he lost his liberty.
Gangbusters has asked Captain of Detectives Henry J. Criss, Commanding Detective Bureau, Baltimore Police Department, to narrate by proxy tonight's case. Captain Criss, you said the leading criminal in tonight's case was one of the most surly and vicious hold-up men to put in an appearance in the Baltimore-Washington area in some years.
That's right, Don Gardner. And besides maltreating his victims, he was just as rough with his accomplices. And that's what finally brought this case to a head.
Well, suppose you tell us about it, Captain Criss.
All right, Don. I think it would begin shortly before noon about a year ago. Two men were riding in a car which was pulling to a stop in front of a house in East Baltimore.
Okay.
Listen, Mac.
Tell me about it later. Dump the car.
But, Mac, we're going to
Get rid of the car. We'll talk about it. Don't. What I got to put up with? Kitty! Kitty!
All right, I'm here.
Well, come in here, will you?
Just putting up my hair. Did you have any trouble, Mac?
Not with the job. Stuck a gun on him and took the dough. That jerk Lewis almost queered everything. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
How much?
Haven't had time to count it yet. About 3,000, I guess.
Then I can have that new coat, huh, Mac?
You can have nothing.
Oh, honey, you promised me. You said as soon...
Get your hands off me.
I knew it. I knew you were lying to me.
Okay, so you knew it.
Mac, if you don't give her up, I swear I'm going to fix her so you'll never take another look at her.
Fix who?
I know her. I know who she is.
There's no her. And leave me alone about it.
Oh, you lie about that, too. Lewis said the two of you were the...
Listen, forget about what Lewis said. You don't know the right time of day. I went in and heisted the joint. All he had to do was sit around and the wheel. He couldn't even do that right. But don't listen to him.
She's a blonde, isn't she? You were always a sucker for blondes.
No blonde and forget about it.
Lewis
Look,
said...
cut it out, will you?
You're playing around with some washed-out blonde. You expect me to keep my mouth shut?
Yes.
Well, nobody's going to beat my time.
What's tying you down? Pack up and get out.
Listen,
Go on,
Mac.
pack up. Who's stopping you?
You make a good score next time? I can have the coat, huh?
Maybe.
Okay, that's a promise.
I said maybe. Now finish that hair. You look like a slob.
Who's that?
Take it easy. It's Lewis. Okay. Yeah?
Me.
Get in here.
Come on, let's cut the score.
I thought I told you to dump the car.
What do you think I did?
Where? Around the corner?
It was in the next block.
How much better is the next block? Cops will be swarming around that car in an hour.
Well, I figure like this. They'll dope it out we wouldn't drop the car close to home. So they start looking on the other side of town. See?
Always got an angle, haven't you? Go on, get in there.
You said it. I want my end of the score. Oh, hi, Kitty.
Hi.
What were you telling her about some blonde?
The blonde? Oh, well,
It was business, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's what it was, business. Didn't I say it was business, Kitty? This little dish works in the joint Mac and me figure on taking soon.
Okay. Get going, Kitty. Get that hair fixed. You look like something out of a wrestling match.
Business, huh?
Get busy, will you?
Just wondering what kind of business. Blonde.
Why did you have to open up your yap about that blonde?
Yeah, we were talking and I just mentioned you.
Who asked you to mention anything?
No harm was intended, Mac. Is that the score?
Yeah.
Well, come on, cut it up.
Sure, I'll cut it up. 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92. $200. Take it. It's yours.
What about the rest?
You get the $200.
Oh, now, Mac, there's $3,000 there at least.
Listen, I ought to throw you out the door. I would have been better off flagging a cap.
But the deal was...
The deal was nothing. I did all the work, and you came near getting me nabbed. Now, take the $200 and be happy with it.
Oh, Mac, this ain't right. You know it ain't right.
Isn't it? I should have started this after the last Washington job. I can get car pushers a dime a dozen, so consider yourself well paid.
But, Mac, I did my job.
You want the 2 bills or don't you?
Now, listen.
Do you want it?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a deal you contribute something to, we split. As long as you're driving a hack, you get paid like a hack driver.
This ain't no way to treat me, Mac.
Isn't it?
I'm entitled to my
I'll tell you what you're entitled to. Now, go on. Get your carcass out of here before I really let go.
Yeah, okay. I'll be seeing you, Mac.
Hello, Lieutenant Kelly.
Sergeant Meyer, Lieutenant. I think maybe I got an identification on that stick-up artist.
Yeah?
Yeah. The guy they want pretty bad down in Washington for payroll robberies at a couple of printing plants. I showed his picture to the victims here. They're pretty sure it's the guy, Mac Wilson Fierst.
Mac Wilson Fierce. We've handled him here in Baltimore, haven't we?
Yeah, we had him on a stick-up a couple of years ago, Lieutenant. He's got a record as long as your arm.
Well, come on in here, Sergeant. We'll see if we can figure out a way to locate him. If he's still in Baltimore.
Ain't no use crying to me, Louis. I told you what Mac was like. Told you all along. I come in here to have a drink, not to hear your grief.
But 200, Sig, a lousy 200. And the score came to nearly $4,000, believe me.
Well, my advice, Louis, figure your 200 to good. Break off with the guy and make some new connections.
I got a lot of dough coming to me, and Mac or no Mac, I'm going to get it.
You talk like a kid in 3rd grade.
Somewhere in that house of his, he's got 10 or 15,000. I know. I was on those jobs. And he ain't spent a nickel of it, believe me.
Yeah, I believe you. So what? What do you want me to do, shed a few tears for you?
Listen, how'd you like to split it with me, Sig? 50-50.
Split what?
All that sugar Mac has laying around.
Look, maybe you ought to get home. This stuff is going to your head.
We wouldn't have a bit of trouble, Sig.
You bet your life we wouldn't. Because I ain't going out looking for it.
You mean to say you're not interested in nearly $8,000?
I'm interested, but let's get it the easy way. Let's go heist a bank with guards.
We couldn't have it any easier. Not the way I got it doped.
Listen, I don't want to hear about it.
$8,000, Sig. And we rid society of a menace.
You mean?
How else?
I don't know. Is it possible?
You don't think I'd try it if it wasn't? Look, Mac's heard about your job. He's heard you're a guard at that crap game down there.
Yeah?
Well, if I know him, he'd jump at an inside track to knock it over. I'll tell him you know the setup, and we're a cinch to walk away with 20 or 30,000.
Yeah, but one look inside, he'll know it ain't a cinch.
He won't even get a look. We drive down there, but we take a stop and away.
Listen, it'd take more than 2 of us. You know it.
He wouldn't give too much trouble. One crack out of a 45, and he'd be quiet enough.
You know, I love dough, but who needs a miter rap?
We drop him in the woods someplace down there. Who's going to know? You'll never even find him.
You see, you're running away with yourself. He's dead. How are we going to get the dough?
Don't worry, it's around the house someplace.
Yeah, but what about that dame? That, what's her name?
Kitty? I can handle her. All we gotta do is get Mac out of the way.
You talk like that's no project.
The way we do it, it won't be. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. I want another drink. Hey, waiter. Waiter, here you are.
Hello, Lieutenant.
Oh, I was just about to put a call into your house, Sergeant.
I know the desk man said you wanted to see me. What's doing?
Mac Wilson Fierce.
Oh.
The forgery squad, and they got a check artist back there. And, of course, questioning comes out he's a friend of Fierce.
Yeah? Does he know where we can locate him?
Oh, he's not that good a friend, but he's sure Fierce is in Baltimore. Saw him a couple of weeks ago. They had a drink together. Then Fierce dropped him off downtown.
You think our boy is staying in Baltimore?
That for sure. Maybe something better. The car they rode in, Fierce told the check artist was his, that he had just bought it.
Here in Baltimore?
Presumably. It's a 1946 Oldsmobile, 4-door, painted gray. Let's get a couple of men to take Fierce's picture around the used car dealers.
He probably made the buy under an alias.
Yeah, but maybe he still owes money on the car. And he had to apply for plates. There's an address involved someplace that might be just the address we're looking for.
It's as easy as that, Mac. Sig says there ought to be 20 or 30 grand just waiting to be picked up.
Who wanted beer?
Me.
Mac?
Just set it down. Sig says there's only one guard on Sunday nights, huh?
You can ask him yourself.
I mean to.
I hear somebody mention $30,000.
You didn't hear anybody mention a thing. If you want to stay in here, keep your mouth shut.
Well, here's to all that dough we cut up.
I didn't know that crap game was that large.
Yeah, Sig says the play is enormous.
We'll see.
You ask me, even one guard is too many.
Nobody asked you.
Well, how about it, Mac?
I want to talk to Sig.
Sure, talk to him. But, look, Mac, one thing's got to be understood.
I want to talk to Sig. Run out and locate him.
Now?
When do you think? Next week? Go on. Bring him back here.
Well, at least let me finish the
I'll
beer.
put it in the icebox.
Get moving, Lewis.
Don't see why I can't wait till the night.
Just get him here.
Okay, I'll get him here.
Well, guess this one will do it.
Do what?
Get me that coat.
You get a coat when I'm ready to give it to you.
But that blonde can have anything she wants.
There's no blonde, and if there was, it wouldn't be any of your concern.
Wouldn't it?
No, now go on. Get out of here. Gotta think about this thing.
So all you do is think.
Wait a minute.
What?
Take these beer glasses with you.
Oh. Okay for me to wash glasses when I need some.
I'll see you later. Go on.
So, Don, as Baltimore detectives were trying to get on the trail of the bandit Mac Wilson Fierce, one of his disgruntled associates planned his murder. But as you will see, trails can be hard to follow, and plans are only plans.
Now back to Gangbusters. Now, you were telling us, Captain Chris, that Hunter Lewis, an accomplice of the hold-up man, Mac Wilson Fierce, was dissatisfied with what Fierce gave him as his share, and with another man, planned to entice the leader into the woods of southern Maryland and murder him.
That's right, Don. But in the meantime, Baltimore detectives learned that Fierce participated in a local holdup, and they were attempting to locate him. Following one line of their investigation, Lieutenant Leo Kelly hurried to the lot of a used car dealer, Happy Harry, in response to a call from Sergeant Joseph Maurer, who was waiting as the lieutenant's car pulled to a stop.
Lieutenant?
How's it look, Sergeant?
Well, Happy Harry took one look at the picture and said he sold the guy a car.
Fierce didn't use his right name?
No, it's not on the books. But we've been checking back sales 5 or 6 weeks since I phoned you, and I think we found the Oldsmobile.
Oh?
It was bought in the name of H. McDuff. Gives an address over on East Baltimore Street. I'll introduce you to Happy Harry.
The car bought on time or for cash?
Cash. Lieutenant Kelly, Happy Harry.
How are you?
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Lieutenant. You know something, Sergeant? Association. I'm sure of it because of association.
You're sure of what?
Well, I'm sure the guy that bought the Olds is the same one in the picture. Association. Now, you take the guy in the picture. I knew he had gray eyes before you told me even. A gray Olds. I remember like it was yesterday.
Well, let's hope the association works out. Can I see the papers?
Oh, yes, sir. I always keep my papers in order. Books and papers. Happy Harry always keeps them in order, yes, sir. Here you are. What's the matter?
Nothing at all. What do you say, Sergeant? Let's check the address.
Right. Thanks a lot, Harry.
Don't mention it. If you ever need a good car, don't forget Happy Harry.
We won't.
Well, Sergeant, looks pretty good. We'll check the State Department of Motor Vehicles and the tag number.
What about East Baltimore Street? Sounds like a rooming house.
Tell you what, we'll keep our eyes on it a couple of days. If that gray old shows up around there, then we know we've got something. If it doesn't, we'll knock on the door and ask some questions on the inside. Come on.
Hello?
Sig?
Yeah?
Lewis, it's all set for tonight.
Listen, you think we ought to go ahead?
Sure, we oughta. Now get this. We'll meet at Mac's. If he don't see us together, he won't suspect anything. Now, here's the deal. Mac will be driving. I'll manage to get in the back seat and you in front with him.
But
I can't hang on the phone all day. We're out in the country, see? There's a place he has to slow down. The road ain't so hot. I'll say, how about turning up the heater a little? It's freezing back here.
So?
That means it won't be but a couple of seconds before I give it to him. Okay?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. I'll see you at Mac's. So long.
Lieutenant Kelly.
Hello, Lieutenant. Sergeant Maurer. We went inside that East Baltimore Street address.
Yes?
McDuff was Mac Fierst, all right. The landlady made him from the picture. But he moved about 3 or 4 weeks ago. No forwarding address.
Okay, I didn't expect any miracles out of it, but he still must be driving that car around town. Let's keep a special lookout for it.
Listen, how far is this place? You said a mile from the crossroads.
It's just down the road, Mac. Ain't that right, Lewis?
Yeah, just down the road.
But watch it here. The road's kind of rough.
Yeah, okay. Now listen, the two of you.
What?
Yeah, Mac?
We'll take it just like I figured we'll take it. Going in, coming out, and getting away. Have you got that straight?
Sure, we've been all over that 10 times. Hey, it ain't exactly summer tonight, you know. It's freezing back here. How about turning that heater up a little?
You can stand it. We're nearly there.
Yeah, Lewis. Nearly.
Maybe, but this is as far as you're going, Mac.
Hey.
Stop the car.
Get that gun out of my head, you cheap little punk.
Stay there.
I think that finished him. Now,
Think again. I'm getting you.
hey, wait, me.
Shoot me, will you?
Sake. Give me a hand back here. Let go of me, Mac. Let go.
Punk. Lousy punk. Shoot me in the back. You get away with something, huh? What do you think you'll get away with? What? What? Okay. Get out of here. Sig. Sig.
Mac?
Come here. Hurry.
Mac?
Come here.
Okay.
Hurry, will you?
What happened, Mac? What happened?
What's it look like happened?
You don't point the gun at me, Mac. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
Tell me, Sig. Who are you with now?
I'm with you, Mac. I was always with you.
We'll see. I need help. I'm going to shut up some more.
Yeah. Well, what do you want me to do, Mac? What?
Get him out of there. Drag him into the woods.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Mac.
Wait a minute.
What?
Maybe I'll pass out while you're gone. If I do, you take me home. Straight home, you got it?
Yeah, straight home, Mac.
Okay. Now get rid of him.
All right, okay. I'll be there. Yeah?
Open up, Kitty.
Who is it?
Sig and Mac.
All right.
He's hurt.
Hurt? What do you...
Hello, Kitty.
Let me get him in.
Yeah, get me in.
What happened?
He and Lewis.
Had an argument.
In the bedroom. Go on.
Come on.
Give me a hand, Kitty, will you, please?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, boy, it hurts. It's bad.
Take it easy, Mac.
Get the door, Kitty.
On the bed.
Don't pull me, will you?
Okay, easy now.
On the bed, Mac.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get going.
Sig,
Yeah, Mac?
were you with me or him?
I was with you, Mac.
I'll bet.
I was, honest. Well,
I'll be going.
Wait a minute.
Yeah?
Stick the car in the garage, will you?
But...
Stick the car in the garage, will you?
Okay.
Don't ever show your puss around here again. Now get moving.
Yeah. I'll be seeing you.
Yeah. Hiya, Kitty.
Hi.
How bad does it look?
You need a doctor, Mac.
I want no doctor.
There's a bullet in your neck.
I can feel it. I can feel them all.
Oh, Mac.
Oh, I'll live, Kitty. I'll be okay. If you'll take care of me. Will you?
I'll try.
Baby. You do a good job. You get that coat. Coat like you never dreamed of.
I'll do what I can, Mac. Everything I can.
Sergeant Morrow.
Yeah, Lieutenant.
One of the boys out in Southeastern just called in. He thought he spotted that Oldsmobile of Fierce.
No kidding.
Yep. Was coming at him down a busy street. By the time he turned his car around, it was gone.
Was he sure? It's been 6 weeks since we heard a peep out of Fierce.
Well, he was sure of the license number. Come on. Go down in that district and have a look for ourselves.
Kitty. Kitty, over here in the booth.
Mac, I found the coat. It's gorgeous.
Sit down.
Sure.
How about a drink?
Well, I gotta run put a deposit on the coat. Really, it's what I always wanted.
Yeah? How much?
The coat?
What do you think I'm talking about?
Not much. $450.
450.
Well, you know how things are these days.
Forget about it.
Mac, you promised.
I didn't promise any $500.
Don't you think I earned it? I took care of you for 6 weeks. Doctor couldn't have done a better job. Saved you from dying.
Thanks.
Now I know how Lewis felt.
Shut up about Lewis.
I feel like killing him myself.
Wouldn't that be a little crazy? I just spent 6 weeks saving my life.
Well,
Where are you going?
where do you think? Home.
Stick around. I'll drive
No,
you.
thank you. I'll walk.
Well, Sergeant, doesn't look like we'll have any luck today.
At least we got an idea he's still in town.
Let's just check up to Lakewood and back. We'll call it.
Lieutenant.
Yeah?
Up there. Parked at the curb.
That's the car, all right. There's a parking space past it. Pull in.
Yeah. This ought to be a good spot.
Now, let's sit here and wait for him. We've been waiting here 3 hours, Sergeant.
Yeah. I'm just hoping you didn't suddenly get an idea to abandon the car.
And keep your eye on it.
I don't know where else I could keep it, Lieutenant.
Who's that coming out of the bar?
It looks like that guy's really banged up. But he's got the same build as Fierst.
Yeah?
What's the matter with his face?
Got me. He's headed for the car.
Yeah.
There he goes. Right for it.
That's him.
Come on, Sergeant.
Right with you.
Keep him covered. He's a gunman.
I'll get the door.
All right, fist with police officers. Come out of there.
Hey.
He said come out.
Look, you guys are making a mistake.
What's happened to your face? Who shot you up?
This is ridiculous. My name is McDuff. I have identification to prove it. Look,
Stay out of that pocket.
I got him.
Go on me.
Yeah. Plenty of identification. 45.
Okay, Fierce, get moving. Our car's right down there.
Now,
He
listen.
said get moving. Now go on.
So, Don, Mac Wilson Fierst, one of the worst desperados in Baltimore history, was under arrest. Within a short time after he got to detectives' headquarters, the whole bizarre story of the killing of his accomplice, Hunter C. Lewis, was known to authorities. Fierst was placed on trial, and within a little more than a month, he began to serve a 20-year sentence in the Maryland Penitentiary.
Well, thank you, Captain of Detectives Henry J. Criss, for this revealing case history. And gangbusters, congratulations to all the Baltimore detectives whose fine work landed this dangerous criminal. Tonight's case was dramatized by Stanley Niss and directed by William Sweets, with Frank Reddick and Elspeth Eric in leading roles. Don Gardner speaking. Gangbusters is a Phillips H. Lord production.